And I'm just going to pick a couple of small flowers. And you don't have to be a famous artist in order to make your cards look a little different using this watercolor technique. It's very cool, and it gives a little bit of a different feel to your card. A little bit more homemade feel, which is very cool. Okay? The only way, the way you get that off of there is you just dab it until the color is no longer there, and then you're free to use another color. Now, because I'm using rose red on a lot of my cardstock, I decided to use the Regal Rose for most of my image. And I don't have to be neat about this. It can be quick and it still looks beautiful. And if you feel that your aqua painter is drying out a little bit, all you have to do is squeeze it. And it will. You have to be careful though, sometimes the water tends to come out pretty quickly. And it should refill that up a little bit so that you are with fresh water and it's painting nicely. Okay, so there I have my image. Now before I finish, I would like to just add a little bit of something extra. So I'm going to use that gold pen that I was using before. And I'm just going to fill in a little bit, some of the little dots, or maybe in the centers of some of my flowers. Just for a little something extra. Sometimes it's those small touches that people appreciate the most. Okay, now I'm going to use my 1 3/8 circle punch. And I'm going to make sure that's nice in the center. Sometimes it's harder to stamp on an image once you've punched it out. So that's why I changed my mind and decided that it would probably be better to do my image first and then punch out. And I'm going to also use the soft suede scrap paper, and I'm going to be using the 1 3/4 inch circle punch, and that's the largest circle punch that Stampin' Up! Carries, out of scrap paper. And I'm just going to attach my heart image onto my circle. And there's going to be a large margin there, and that's what I wanted. And I'm also going to attach, I have a piece of small white cardstock and another piece of soft suede cardstock. And around these two edges, around my circle and around my other squares, I'm going to just make that full stitching with my gold marker again. Just so it kind of goes with my sentiment. And it's kind of eye-catching, this gold marker. It kind of catches your eye a little bit when you see it. And then we will be attaching all of this to the front of our tea bag holder. And you can see this is really quick. You can use all different colored markers. White turns out really well if you use a white gel pen. But we decided that the gold kind of gave it a little bit more of a warm feeling. And it's pretty quick. And they don't have to be perfect, your lines don't have to be, and that kind of gives it a little bit more of a homemade touch as well. Okay, we're going to take our large piece of white, and I want to attach this first onto the front. Okay, then I'm going to attach my circle piece, because my sentiment is going to overlap this just a little bit. Like that. And then I'm going to attach my sentiment just over the bottom of this here. Make sure that there's nice even margins there. And then the last thing I have to do is just to tie a pretty ribbon into a bow on the side. And there's our tea bag holder. I hope you enjoyed it.